Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narcs Nemesis. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way, YouTube's algorithm can help push this content out so more people can receive it. I want to welcome all the new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate everything. Um, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the trauma bond and ways to break the trauma bond. The trauma bond is basically your addiction to going through situations with the narcissist. It's basically your use, and you're addicted to the turmoil. You're addicted to the arguments. You're addicted to the back and forth. You're addicted to getting cheated on. As crazy as it seems, this is what a trauma bond is. It's basically, it activates the same chemicals in your brain as would be activated in a drug addiction. So a lot of y'all think y'all are in love. Y'all think it's love, it's compassion, and it might be a portion of that, but in reality, the narcissist basically induced a drug addiction simulation in your brain. That's why it's hard to break. It's hard to kick because it's the equivalent of kicking heroin. It's the equivalent of kicking cocaine. It's the equivalent of kicking meth. You're basically trying to wean yourself off of a drug. It's the same chemical imbalance that they created in your brain, because at first you got to remember, in the love bomb they called you all the time, texted you all the time, they wanted to see you all the time. And a lot of y'all, a lot of us, we were looking for love at these points in our life, and it was being given. So if you're being constantly given something that you've been looking for, you're going to get addicted to it. You're going to get accustomed to it. You're going to want it all the time. And the narcissist looks for certain key behaviors to know that they got you hooked. When they see you engaging, when they see you being receptive to what they're giving, they know they got you hooked. And what'll happen is, when somebody knows they got you hooked on something, a narcissist operates off of control. When they know they got you hooked, what they'll do is they'll slowly start taking things away. And once they start taking these things away or limiting them, your mind is saying, hey, I'm not getting as much as I was. Or, hey, this don't feel like it used to. I need more of that. It's like when those of y'all that smoke weed or whatever y'all do, I'm not judging nobody. When you get high or you get drunk that first time, it's probably the best high, the best drunk, the best feeling in the world. And what you do after that, you keep trying to chase that first high. That's what the narcissist has you doing with them. You're trying to chase that initial high. You're trying to chase that initial first date. You're trying to chase those initial memories in the beginning. And what they're doing, now they're rationing it to you. They're slowly giving it to you because they know if they breadcrumb you, you'll start doing more and more, and you'll start wanting more and more to keep them in your life. Because to be honest, they know they don't have much to offer you. That's why they got to slow down when they enter the devaluation stage, because they damn near offered you everything that they had. So now they got to give it to you piece by piece. So now you're the one giving instead of them, because they don't want you to know, hey, this is all I got. This love bomb, that's all I got. I gave you everything that I can possibly give you. And they brainwash you into thinking that there's more to them because you've seen so much potential in the beginning. Did you get that? They're brainwashing you to think there's more layers to them. There's more depth to them. There's more of a future with them, and there really isn't. So they have to keep you chasing, because if they keep you chasing, they'll keep receiving if they keep you chasing. And then you're blinded by the fact that you're chasing them, so you're not paying attention that you're really not getting anything, or you're really getting crumbs from them, or you're getting a bare minimum from them, but you're not paying attention because you're on the high. You're on the chase for the high. You're on the chase for that feeling. You're on the chase for that validation that they used to give you. And they keep you from knowing the fact that that's the max that they can possibly give you, because they lack depth. They lack capacity. There's nothing more to them there's nothing more to them after that love bombing. They don't want you to know that. That's why they gotta start spoon feeding you, because they're running out of ammo. So it's hard to break, because your mind has been tricked to thinking that it's addicted to a drug. So it's hard to break. It's possible, but it's hard, because they got you hooked. And now they're exhausted from putting on that front, putting on that good energy, acting like they spiritual, acting like they religious, acting like they're faithful. That takes a lot of energy out of them, because it's not them. It's like lying to cover up another lie, to cover up another lie, to cover up. It takes so much to keep that masquerade going. They're getting tired. So now they got to spoon feed you so they won't have to use that much energy. Now you're doing most of the work. You're calling them more. You want to see them more. You want to prove to them that you're this. You want to prove to them that you're that. That's where they want you, because it takes the pressure off of them. And the supply now falls right into their lap without them doing anything. You basically volunteer your soul to them. And the way to break this thing is going no contact. Because if y'all pay attention, let's say those of y'all who have broken up with them, they don't stay gone for long. You can set your wife, I guarantee you, I broke up with this lady at least 13 times. Never broke up with somebody this much in my life. Every time I broke up with her, I gave her a max of 2 weeks. If it was real crazy, real hectic, 2 weeks. If it wasn't that bad, 1 week. She calling, because she know I'm not. They can't stay away from you for long, because they know the longer you stay away from them, the less likely you are to come back to them. Because if you notice, the more time you spent away from them, now you can analyze stuff. Now you can see what's really going on. Now that high is wearing off, and you don't like how you've been treated. You don't like what's going on. You don't like how you've been feeling. You start paying attention to their phones on vibrate all the time. You start paying attention to, they got to go in the other room to use the phone. You start paying attention. They don't keep the phone in the room with you at night. You start paying attention, and they know this. So now they got to come back. They got to hoover you. They got to send you messages reminding you of this song, and when y'all went to this place and y'all went here. They know what they're doing. They're trying to draw you back in, because if you're gone too long, you're going to kick the habit that is them. When I say narcissists, the way to overcome them, first of all, you got to find some kind of God. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what your religion is. You need to find him. You need to start. I'm telling you, everybody on this page, y'all need to be in the gym. Because when you rebuild yourself, you rebuild your self-esteem, you rebuild your confidence, you rebuild your boundaries. It makes them harder. It makes it harder for them to gain access to you. Because when you start feeling good, when you start feeling better after they done abused you, after they done took you down, after they done made you feel like crap, once you start feeling better, you want to keep feeling better, right? So you're going to develop self-esteem. You're going to develop character. You're going to develop self-worth. You're going to develop self-awareness. When you're self-aware, you're going to keep certain people away from you. When you develop self-love, self-care, you're going to keep certain people away from you that jeopardize these things. They can't have that. That's why they constantly call you, constantly this, constantly that, constantly this, because they want to keep you in a state of confusion. They want to keep you in an emotional state. Because one thing, logic and emotion cannot exist on the same spectrum without one being compromised. I'll say that again. Logic and emotions cannot exist on the same spectrum without one being compromised more than the other. They know if they keep you emotional, if they keep you in a brain fog, if they keep you tired, if they keep you disgruntled, if they keep you angry, you can't think logically. A lot of y'all have noticed the narcissist wants to keep you up all night, keep you up, doing this, that, knowing you got to go to work the next morning, knowing you got to go do this tomorrow, knowing you got to do this. And you love them, so you're spending time with them. If you're a busy guy like I am, that time where we're staying up, that's the only time I really had to spend with her. So I didn't mind it. But you'll wake up tired the next morning. So that argument that y'all had last night, you blame it on, oh, we were both tired. That misunderstanding, oh, we were both tired, we both said some things we shouldn't have said, this, that, and the third. No, it was intentional. It was premeditated that you're kept tired, that you're kept angry, that your self-esteem is kept down, that you're constantly being ridiculed, that you're constantly being beat down on. It is strategic. Because if you're emotional, if you're tired, if you got brain fog going on, you're confused, you can't think logically. Because when you start thinking logically, then you start saying, hey, nah, that ain't right. Nah, you shouldn't have did that. Nah, you shouldn't have said that. Nah, I don't feel like that. What do you have to offer me? What are you bringing to my table? How do you really make me feel? You start asking them questions. And see, the more logical you get, the less emotional you get. Narcissists respond to emotions. They respond to reactions. See, when you're emotional, you react. When you're logical, you're more proactive. They don't like that. Because when you're emotional, they can future fake you. When you're tired, they can future fake. And it sounds good because it takes less effort to agree with them than it does to fight them. And you're tired, so you don't want to argue. You're emotionally tired, so you don't want to feel more emotional than you already are. So you're more likely to succumb to whatever bullshit that they're putting you through. That's where they want you, in a state of confusion. Don't let them keep you in that state. Get away from them. Start acting less. Start reacting less. Start being less emotional. And it's easier said than done. Everything that I say is easier said than done. But I'm telling you from experience what works. A narcissist cannot fuck with you if you don't react to them emotionally. If you're not tired. If you can think clearly. Spend some time away from them. And see how much shit you start realizing. They can't future fake. And I'm going to do a separate video about that, future faking. I used to get future faked by this lady all the time. Marriage, kids, all that shit. And I got a story about that. I'll go into it in another video. But the trauma bond is nothing but you being addicted to the narcissist. You have to spend time away from that addiction to kick it. You have to come to a realization that you're addicted to kick it. You have to become self-aware of the damage that it's doing to you to kick it. And I'm going to be all the way honest with you. You're in for the fight of your fucking life. But you can do it. The Most High wouldn't have brought you to this person, this devil, this evil, if he didn't see in you that you can overcome it. Matter of fact, before y'all crossed paths, he knew if anybody can send this devil back to where they came from, it's you. If anybody can take this evil and what was meant to destroy you and make it to where it makes you great, to where it makes you reborn, to where it rehabilitates you, he assigned that narcissist to you, and he assigned you to that narcissist. Because you were assigned to them to kind of make them kind of their saving grace. Because Lord knows they've been walking around doing this, that, and the third to this person and that person and being evil and devilish. And he offered them some peace and some solace by putting you in their life. But see, the devil put them in your life to try to stop what God has ordained for you, has promised to you, your purpose, your light, your empathy. Show them otherwise. Don't let these people take your light, and do not succumb to their darkness. Because if you stick around, you're going to change before they do. And you are not going to like what you've become. Another day, another way. Again, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go deeper into detail. I was kind of freestyling with this video like I always do all my videos. I'm going to go deeper into this. Like I said, y'all check the music out. I'm going to put the links in the description. I do make music on my narcissistic experience. Also, I got the Narc Free 2023 merch available in the description. If y'all want to donate to the channel, link in the description. Y'all don't have to, but if y'all do, I greatly appreciate it. If y'all got any video requests, y'all can write it in the comments. I'm trying to get to all y'all's comments. We're getting up there in numbers. I think I'm at like 7,000 subscribers now. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for subscribing to my channel. Again, I did not see myself doing this. My feelings was hurt one day. Didn't have nobody to talk to. So I started talking to this camera, and I started delivering y'all the messages. I appreciate y'all again. Like, comment, subscribe, and you're stronger than you think. You're stronger than you know, and you can beat this because I'm doing it every day. Am I completely healed? Fuck no. Will I ever forget that monster? No. But will it ever beat me? Hell no. Will it ever stop me? Hell no. I'm still smiling and I'm still walking, and you can do the same. You ain't got to listen, but I know you heard me.